Hi, it's Colin here from Colin's Beauty Pages, and this is a video about Biotin, a supplement you can buy in a lot of health shops. I'm specifically looking at biotin and nails, and I'm ignoring for now other things people say about it. There are some people who really like the idea that taking vitamins and minerals can keep them healthy. There are others who take great pleasure in being sceptical about them. The reality is frustrating for those who like to check out the facts, because although supplements are a multi-billion industry, there is surprisingly little data on how well they work. A typical case is the suggestion that biotin can make your nails less brittle. Biochemistry is full of funny little molecules like biotin. They are present in small quantities and do obscure but often vital jobs which most of the time we hardly notice. The usual scientific shorthand for this is a cofactor. The details of how a cofactor works can sometimes be a bit obscure. In the case of biotin, it binds strongly to some proteins, and this seems to help somehow. Anyway, I think for our purposes all we need to know is that biotin is a vitamin that we need in our diet. It is sometimes called vitamin H, though I think the concept of a vitamin is getting a bit past its usefulness now, so I prefer to think of it as a micronutrient. It's something that is necessary to a healthy life, but we get plenty of it in our diet, and so we can basically ignore it on a day-to-day basis. But might it be useful in the case of people with brittle nails? It is used for this purpose in horses. Horses have very different diets and very different nail structures to humans, but might the same basic idea work for us? It doesn't seem too far-fetched. While biotin isn't a problem for most of our body, our nails are at the extremes and don't have as good a blood supply, so perhaps giving a boost to biotin levels would help. But of course, science isn't about how good an idea it is, it's about how good the data is. This is an idea that is easily testable. All you have to do is give a large group of people a biotin supplement and another similar group a placebo, and then monitor whether the treated group has less brittle nails. So off I went to Google to find the trials. Unfortunately, I didn't find exactly what I was looking for. I did find some work. In fact, I found 3 studies. All gave positive results, but all 3 had drawbacks. One was a retrospective study. This means they looked at people who had taken biotin and looked at their nails. This is okay, but loses a lot of potential information. You don't know for sure whether the effect was actually from the biotin or some other source. Another trial also showed good results, but didn't have a placebo. A trial without a placebo can't necessarily be dismissed as totally useless, but we do know that many treatments have a very strong placebo effect, so you can't be sure that this isn't all you're picking up. Only one of the 3 trials had any placebo, and this trial involved 32 people, which is pretty small by any standards. The power of the trial was weakened still further by having 3 different treatment regimes rather than 2. You don't get something for nothing in statistics. If you split the trial into 3 rather than the 2, the chances of the results being wrong increases. But in all cases, the trials, while flawed, did give positive results. How much weight you put on the data is largely down to your personality. If you have an optimistic frame of mind, you might be happy to take a chance. If you're cautious, I think you'll be justified in dismissing them. What do I think? I think I'd give this treatment a miss until there was better backup for it. But the thing that interests me is the people who are selling the supplements. Compared to how profitable these treatments are, carrying out a proper trial would not be enormously expensive. I wonder why they don't. That maybe is another blog post. But there is lots more stuff like this and stuff that isn't like this, but which might be of interest on my blog. I hope to see you there, and in the meantime, thanks for listening.